What's going on, guys? Sal here, and today we're going to be talking about something that happened about a month ago, but it seems that a lot of people haven't really caught on to this, mostly because of the fact that the item we're going to be talking about wasn't really a hot commodity before the patch anyways, and this is the pump action shotguns in Battlefield 4. So basically before the patch, these shotguns were very hard to use. They weren't very accurate, and they were very frustrating because it was very hard to get that one-hit kill. So basically, what happened in the March 6th patch is that their accuracy when moving has been increased, and previously, your aiming down sight accuracy when moving with the pump action shotguns was 0.8 degrees, which was pretty terrible. And I mean, it worked at close-ish range, but at any kind of mid-range, it was really hard to get that one-shot kill. So that has been increased, or rather decreased, to 0.4 degrees. So basically what this means is that your shots while moving will be twice as accurate, because for the most part, especially with a shotgun, aside from other guns, with the shotgun, a lot of the time when you are shooting, you are going to be moving just because of the nature of the weapon. You're going to be up close and you're going to be doing things and getting your hands pretty dirty. So essentially, the shots now are twice as accurate while moving, which you're pretty much always doing. And the shotguns, this is the pump action shotguns, this is the 870 MCS, the Spaz 12, the UTS 15, and the Hawk 12 gauge. So I really like this actually a lot. As soon as I started using a shotgun after this patch, I didn't actually touch the shotguns for a while after the patch, but what I did, I picked up the 870 MCS, and I just noticed instantly after my first kill, I was like, wow, I killed that guy from that range. And it was just this feeling like, wow, they actually work now, because previously getting those one-hit kills was hard, and it was really frustrating, especially because the maps really aren't very close quarters in Battlefield 4. A lot of them are much bigger, so it's really hard to get that one-shot kill. So this was a much needed update in my opinion, and I was using the 870 MCS just because, in my opinion, it's one of the better pump action shotguns. It doesn't have the most pellets, and if you're not sure how shotguns work, I'll tell you right now. They each shoot a certain amount of pellets, and they do a max damage and a minimum damage. So basically, the 870 MCS shoots 12 pellets. It's not the most pellets. The Hawk 12 gauge actually shoots the most pellets, but essentially, I like this shotgun because it has a higher maximum damage and a higher minimum damage, so you can get that one-hit kill at a further range as opposed to with the Hawk 12 gauge. It's more of a close range shotgun, but I really like to get those long range kills because I find that in most, if not all situations, it's not necessarily going to be very close quarters. I tend not to be in very many close quarter situations at all. And again, this is mostly just due to the map design. So basically, I use the full choke on this shotgun after this patch just because, I mean, most of the time, if not all the time, I'm aiming down sights with a shotgun, because for the most part, people don't get right up close to you where you need to hip fire, and when they do, the disadvantage of the full choke really isn't noticeable at all, because what the full choke does is it tightens up that spread even more. So right now we're at 0.4 while aiming down sights. The full choke will tighten that up even more, allowing you to be a little more accurate with your shots. So it has some disadvantages to using hip fire. So basically what this does is it makes your shots more accurate while aiming down sights, which is good because then that means we can get those one-hit kills at a further range. And the reason why this update actually allows you to get more one-hit kills is because just your spread is tighter. More pellets will hit the target at a further range. They don't deviate quite as much. And it's important to note with that 0.4 aiming down sight accuracy and the 0.1 standing still aiming down sight accuracy, it's important to note that if you can stand still, that is definitely to your advantage. So back to the full choke. I enjoy the full choke just because it allows that one hit kill at a further range as opposed to not having it, because otherwise I don't really hip fire at all, and I don't really need that advantage of hip firing. Though I will still say I'm not really sure if I'm sold on the shotguns right now. The pump action shotguns I definitely prefer to the automatic ones, or the semi-automatic ones, but on some of the maps they're still pretty big. I mean, I had a lot of luck on Metro. I think that's one of the better smaller maps for the pump action shotguns, or shotguns in general, but for the most part on a lot of the other maps I'm still having a really hard time utilizing the pump action shotguns, or just any shotguns in general, again just because it's hard to find a situation where you actually want to use a shotgun. For the most part, a long range automatic or DMR, light machine gun, whatever, pretty much any other gun will outperform a shotgun, because there are just so few situations where a shotgun actually is preferable to using a different kind of weapon. So guys, that pretty much wraps up what I want to talk about with the patch. Guys, I also want to apologize for the black bars on this video. I recorded it, and I recorded a few clips, and they were good clips, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna use these, and I noticed I was playing in windowed mode, and they had these bars, so I was like, okay, whatever, if I'm gonna be consistent with my failures, I'll just keep recording like this. So guys, I do apologize for that. I hope you can live with it. But that's basically all I have to say, guys. If you have enjoyed this video and you've found this helpful, be sure to hit that like button. I do always appreciate that. So guys, remember, if you want to see more Battlefield content, be sure to subscribe to my channel. So guys, with that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.